Hey, what's up, guys? I just wanted to go over a build that I've been playing in the Delirium League, and that's a Stormbrand, Archmage, Poison Pathfinder. I'm using Stormbrand combined with the Volkuur's Guidance Gloves, which allow your lightning damage to poison, and the new Archmage support, which is super OP. It basically adds flat lightning damage based on the mana cost of your skill, and it's also linked with Vile Toxins, Unbound Ailments, Awaken Deadly Ailments, and Elemental Focus. So I'm a Pathfinder, just because the flash charge generation is really, really nice. Elemental damage, or elemental status immunity is really good over here, and then you also get some chaos, or you get your poison spreading, kind of your poison proliferation from Nature's Reprisal. If you've ever played a Pathfinder before, this is a really nice node for clear. And then on Master Toxicist, you get your 40% chance to deal 100% more damage. This is basically saying 40% more damage. So certainly Pathfinder, I'm kind of picking up some mana and flask nodes, life nodes on the way. Trying to path through here, getting this large cluster jewel, and then coming through here, picking up Elemental Overload, another cluster jewel, and the rune binder. So those are kind of the important nodes on the tree. Also grabbing acrobatics. Maybe going for phase acrobatics would be worth it, but kind of starved for points, so not sure. Over here, getting a large cluster jewel, chaos damage. Let's see, what's it have? Wicked Paul, just nice chaos damage, not super important. Dark Ideation. You definitely want one of these. With 3,900 mana, I think this is equivalent to 78% chaos damage on a single node, so that's pretty nice. Getting Unholy Grace, just more chaos damage and cast speed. So cast speed increases the activation frequency on brands, basically just more damage. And then I have all my medium jewels are chaos damage multiplier over time. On this one I've got Eldritch Inspiration, just more mana, because you want to scale your mana to basically get the most out of Archmage. Also some cast damage multiplier over time, which is nice. Septic Spells, cast speed, chaos damage multiplier for poison, and chance to poison with spell damage. So I'm using two of these, which give 20% chance to poison each. Volkuur's gives another 20, and then of course I'm using Quarterly Signature, which gives 25% chance to poison, although with Flask Effect it ends up being like 37. So I almost have 100% chance to poison, but not quite. On this small cluster jewel, just getting life and then Holistic Health. This one I have got Fettle, which is just basically more life. Another Eldritch Inspiration, more mana, more damage. Brute for Potency, some flash charge generation, and increased life and mana recovery. You could probably swap this out for something else, like maybe another Eldritch Inspiration or something, but I think the flask recovery and the flash charges is pretty nice. This is a really nice node to have. Flask Effect and mana recovery during Flask Effect. You'll really notice that your mana pots regenerate mana really, really fast. Let's see. So getting Elemental Overload, which when you're using Volkuurs, since you're doing lightning damage, the more elemental damage actually does increase your chaos damage, which is pretty cool. Over here, Unspeakable Gifts, which basically give you some nice explosions. It's only 10%, but I don't know, it's kind of satisfying to have. Not really necessary. You could probably switch it out for like Unholy Grace or something. Another Wicked Paul. And then, oh yeah, this medium cluster jewel is for brands. Basically just increases our clear suite a bit because gives us another brand, some brand attachment range, pretty nice. I've got a Watcher's Eye for mana recovery while affected by clarity, and damaging ailments you inflict deal 15% damage faster with Malevolence. Not super necessary, but it was only 2x, so I just decided to get it. Over here, I've got a Searching Eye Jewel, mana and life, and 7% chance to gain Onslaught on kill. I also have one in my belt for phasing on kill. The phasing is definitely more important than onslaught, but it's nice to have both. I would say you definitely want phasing in your build somewhere, especially for this league. Yeah, so that's my passive tree. Oh yeah, and I've got 3 Fevered Minds. Maybe you could fit in another one, but I'm not sure if it's going to be too much more damage. And the mana cost on my Stormbrand is 1,300. Yeah, so in terms of my gear, I've got Bubbling Divine Life Flask, a Alchemist Quicksilver of Adrenaline, Core Leader Signature, obviously, Witchfire Brew. You could probably switch this out for something, but I don't know, it's just nice that that's damage and it gives you the smoke glove and stuff. And then a Enduring Eternal Mana Flask of Warding, super key, really good. I'll just show you how fast my mana recovers really quick. So let's see. So yeah, you can see that's pretty nice. Oh, that's even without clarity. Don't know why that wasn't turned on. So yeah. In terms of gear, everything other is pretty straightforward. Mana Life Resist on gear. Oh yeah, these wands. Definitely some of the more expensive items on the build. I bought these for 6 and 7 exalts. They both have 50% damage over time multiplier, cast speed, and then I crafted lightning damage and lightning damage added as chaos. If you want like a 1 chaos alternative, you could use Apep's Rage, which is pretty good. I think I used that to like level 95 or 96. Essence Worm, Malevolence, just Mana Life Resist, Mana Life Resist. Oh yeah, this helm. This helm is probably the most expensive thing on the build. I crafted this myself. Definitely not necessary, probably not worth it, but it's just a Mana Life Resist helm with that nearby enemies have negative 9% Chaos Resist. It can only spawn on Hunter items now, so before I used to be able to fossil craft it. Alright, yeah, so I'll just show you guys a map that I have really quick.